Okay guys, we have some big news. Pokemon Ultra Moon, Ultra Sun is about to come out, guys, and I have some really awesome news here. So, the Metacritic scores have came out for the two new games, and they're both doing pretty well here. Pokemon Ultra Sun has been awarded an 86 based on 23 critics, 8.1 based on 16 users. That's a pretty damn good score here. Let's take a look at what Ultra Moon got to just make a comparison here. So Ultra Moon has a slight decrease here with 85 from the critics and a 7.5 from the fans here. I do find the disparity between the two ratings confusing. I mean, they're the same game. They're basically the same game here. So, I'm not gonna focus too much on these two comments, because the truth is, when it comes to video games, I really try my best to judge it as its own game, I understand that this is a sequel of a game that came out 1 year ago, and some people, including myself, are not the biggest fan of this. And I agree. I'm gonna say that again. I'm not a big fan of these like X, Y, and Z. I never made Z, but you know what I'm saying. I'm not a big fan of them making sequels of games like this. But I guess that's the only way they have Pokemon on a consistent basis, because they constantly have to make new regions and new Pokemon. It's gonna take them 2 years to make each one. So I guess that's kind of the compromise we have to live with. Although I disagree with the practice, in my opinion, that you could make remakes. You could make. How about you make this a home console sequel to Gare of Darkness and Coliseum, please? Maybe do that every couple of years. You know what I'm saying? Maybe switch up. Home console game, then portable game. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, back to this story here. Although I don't like that practice, you have to just, I do my best to judge the game individually. And if you take what Pokemon Ultra Moon, Ultra Sun do, in terms of experience and gameplay and fun to be had, there's sure in hell a lot of fun to be had in these games. And that's why you see the reviews it's getting here, Typically, the user score is typically lower for most games. Then for the Cult Classic, it's typically much higher. So I'm very happy to see a pretty fair basis between the Metacritic score and the user score. 0.5 is probably a range I use to determine accuracy about the critics here, and I think 0.5 was just met here, so good job. So let's take a closer look here what people are saying here. Starting off with the critics here. Nintendo Life, I love you guys, but you're biased. Cube, CG Magazine, what they have to say. Reinvented the wheel. Game Informer, an excellent Pokemon Sun and Moon game. It feels good. If you miss the game, you're not missing anything important. Okay. The Daily Dot, they're not doing crazy, but I can appreciate their honesty there. So let's keep going here. IGN gave it a 90. Wow. They call this an upgrade over the previous game. So yeah, they like how there's so many legendary Pokemon to be had there. Let's see, what's GameSpot gonna say? Gave it an 80. They aren't very different, okay, but they definitely make some changes. They're saying Games Radar. If you skip Sun and Moon, then this is a must-buy. Sci-fi storytelling, plenty of new content. Wow, interesting. Let's see here. We got a couple more critics here. So yeah, people were definitely happy about the game here. Let's take a look here what the fans have to say, because the fans probably, I trust the fans more, to be honest. Let's see here. Awesome. It's fun. Let's see here. The game is fraud. So there's not many fan reviews here, so it's really hard for me to get a clear consensus here or what the community thinks, because it's very few reviews here. Let's see here. I mean, they claim there's 13 reviews, but I do not see 13 reviews anywhere, unless people just didn't write anything and just put numbers in and that's it. So overall, guys, let me know down below what you think about Pokemon Ultra Moon, Ultra Sun. It's coming out, like now. Basically, it comes out today, I believe. So I do have the Amazon link down below. If you just want to buy it now, you forgot about it, definitely consider checking that out. But I'm just very happy to see that Pokemon Ultra Moon, Ultra Sun is doing pretty good. So overall, guys, make sure you subscribe and like for daily news and reviews content. Thank you and bye.